All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How is it going? I am Is There No One Else? And in today's video, I wanted to show you a couple of 3v3 matches that I had over this last weekend on the build that I posted a few days ago. I'm running Spear, Rapier, and Medium Armor, Shirking Heels, Tumbler Shoes, Finisher Artifact, and I'm also running the ankh Amulet. I run a lot more solo, non-healer PvP, and so getting as much self-heals as possible makes sense. Even if you're a healer, Ankh is incredible, and I think you're going to see, I'm pretty sure this other team's also running all Ankh, and they have a healer, and they got two brawlers. So they got a brawler with a hammer, and they got a brawler with a sword, and with a great sword, and yeah, this is going to be a tough fight for me, because I'm a medium armor brawler. I'm pretty sure they're both in heavy, and I got two bow builds with me. I got one with running the Void Gauntlet build, ton of dot pressure, ton of dot damage from both of them, which is great, But yeah, like if I go in to try and like help burst down somebody, I'm going to get CC'd a lot. I'm going to take a lot of CCs from both sword and shield builds. And the other problem is I don't have any freedom yet. I've been working on it. I don't have it yet. And so I'm going to take some gross CCs. I'm going to get stun locked. And here's one where I get CC'd. I take a ton of damage and I try to fall off to pop a potion and I hang on to the wall and I die in the stupidest way possible. So we lose one. And now you're going to see, I'm pretty sure these guys are group comped, two sword and shield builds, like I said, and they're doing a great job of just stacking on top of the healer. It's going to make it even tougher for us to finish off to try and get some damage in, because every time I go in, I'm going to get CC'd. You see they both tried to chain stun me right there. I hit a nice little riposte. I didn't have the riposte up, so I decided to drop down. And now we're going to see exactly how much healing they have. So I hit a flesh to them. I hit a couple light attacks. He hits a skyward slash. I hit him with a couple pokes. I hit him with a sweep, the coup de grace. I hit him with a couple perforates, and you see he's almost dead. And immediately, boom, back up to half health, another heal, back to full health. And so, yeah, if that's not Ankh healing, I would like to see what Ankh healing is, because that's crazy. So I hit a couple perforates here. I decided to pop a potion, just trying to stay alive a little bit. This guy's taking some damage. Got a skyward slash, great sword right next to us as well. Just kind of poking him, really trying to like use my ability to dodge around. I get stuck there a little bit, but we end up getting the kill. And now I'm going to get CC'd. You see we take another stun. And so I'm going to back up a little bit. My potions, I only have one potion up, so I decided to drop down, pop a couple of heals here, get back proc to full. They got a hammer build and a healer, and both my teammates are bow builds. There's no reason they should get gap closed on and die here. So I thought I was safe to back up and reset, and so I'm going to hit a couple perforates here, apply my rend, and you see they got the Void Gauntlet artifact on top of him. I hit a couple light attacks. His stamina is broken. He takes an explosive shot. It's over. And the healer decides, they're not going to kill the three of us. And so just end the round. And yeah, 1-1. Once again, we move in. And you see they come in and doing a really good job of grouping together. And I'm going to make a couple mistakes. You saw the first round, I got stun locked and I hung onto the wall. And so now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do things. Like I want to make sure I'm applying pressure. I want to make sure I'm doing damage. But at the same time, when I come in here, you just see they're saving their skills to chain stun me and kill me, and I don't have a healer that can pop me back to full. I hit a really nice riposte there. I hit a couple light attacks. I go for the sweep. I don't get the sweep, and you see I get chain stunned right here, and now I'm trying to back up. Luckily, I had my stone form right here. I was able to pop up. I had my potions. I popped back to full health. My teammates do a good job of applying pressure so that I can stay alive, but you see they're just sitting in these dots. It doesn't matter. Like, you guys PvP, those bow dots are so powerful right now, and they're just eating them. They're just eating all of the dot damage, and now I got both of them on me. I got the heal, and now you see we got they're trying to CC me here. I hit a really nice sweep kick, and then I hit the skyward slash, and I panicked. I had all three of them on me. There's no excuse. I panicked, and instead of dodging the slowest moving greatsword ability, I just sat there and ate it like a chump. And so it happens. It happens. Sometimes you like I said, on my build, I went from a more offensive rapier to a defensive rapier, running riposte, running evade, and running flesh. And I'm liking it a lot more, but it's not as... I don't have the muscle memory for it yet, if that makes sense. Not the same muscle memory I had with other builds. You guys know what it's like when you try something new. You're trying to figure shit out. And so, yeah, that's where I was at. And it's not second nature. I actually had a funny one where I was dueling Nice Gaming a few days ago. He was trying to test some stuff out. And long story short, we had two duels. And it wasn't until the end of the second duel that I realized I had riposte, and I activated it for the first time. I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had this on my bar. So we went like 2 whole duels before I activated riposte. So yeah. Anyways, We take a ton of damage there. I managed to hop off. They don't have any range damage, so we did okay. So now we have a sweep. We hit the coup de grace. They're taking a ton of damage here. I go to flesh through. They're sitting in the bow damage, and they ended up dying. And so, yeah, we have 3-on-2 once again. And so we're just going to hit a couple perforates. We see we got the dots down here, and he's just sitting in the dots. I mean, his healer is pretty friggin' strong, so he can do that. I could not. I would melt so fast. I would melt so freaking fast. We hit it with a couple light attacks. We end up getting the kill. Game over. We finished the match, or finished that round, and it's 2-2. Pretty excited. And now this one, I'm going to play a lot more tentatively. I'm not trying to get chain stunned. I figured, hey, we got 2 bow builds. We got lots of dots from the bows. We're going to let them stack damage. We're going to let them just, I mean, they're sitting in it. We're going to let them expend resources to keep healed up. So yeah, I'm just going to pick and choose my spots a little bit more carefully here. I hit a really nice riposte. I go for the leg kick, and as soon as I go for the coup de grace, I end up taking the hammer stun, and he activates his heart rune. I had to back up. I have to back away, and our teammate is taking a ton of damage now, and now I'm on, like, I got a body block. I got to try and get in there. I panic, do a coup de grace. I was just trying to get this guy off of my teammate here. I'm doing everything I can to keep the melee boys off of him. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it. He's going to end up going down here, and yeah, it's unfortunate, and really unfortunate, because we need all the damage we can get. And yeah, they got healer, they got 2 brawler boys, and yeah, so I'm trying to stay on here. They're activating their heals and everything, and there's not much we're going to be able to do. Like, it was already hard enough to kill all these guys with the 3 of us. We lose one, it's kind of over. I'm not trying to ruin it for you guys, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We're going to take a skyward slash. We're just going to hit a riposte. We're going to end up getting the CC there. We're going to do a sweep with a coup de grace. We got the dot ticking, and we go to hit our perforates. We take a couple stuns, hit our heart rune once again, and we get the CCs. Luckily, our heart rune stops that from happening. Hit another sweep. You see, they're just taking all of this dot damage. They're just eating it up, and so I don't get hit by the skyward slash, or the skyward slash there. I take the hammer stun. I end up taking this, and yeah, it's over at that point. And so I did my best. I tried. I really tried. Got a little panicky there at the end, and yeah, you're gonna see overall we all did pretty good damage, around 500k each. Really thought we were gonna bring this home, but look at that, 730,000 healing from the healer. Basically negating like 1.5 of us. So much healing from that group. So much healing power. Just ignoring the fact that dots are on the ground. Just some really it was a really fun fight. It was a really fun fight. But yeah, we didn't win that one. We didn't win that one, and we will move on to the next one. So anyways, on to round 2. We have another 3v3 here against another team. This is a few days into running the defensive setup. It's feeling a lot more comfortable. And yeah, you see already we have a bow build. We have a great axe. You see him come with a hammer, so I flesh through, and I switch to my spear. We see a guy hitting with the rapid shot, and so I just jump over his sweep. I hit him with my own coup de grace. I jump over heavy attack with a skewer, takes the dot damage, hit him with a couple light attacks, and now you're going to see the dots tick on him. 600 and 500 dots. It's over. We get 1 kill there. And while that's happening, my other 2 teammates die to these guys up top. This guy's at partial health. I end up taking the hammer stun in the corner, and you see I hit the blunderbuss. So I go with the riposte. I hit the evade on the side. I hit the perforate. I go for the coup de grace. He misses the sweep, but he jumps back in, and I end up getting the coup de grace kill there. And so I hit with the skewer here, and now at this point I'm kind of panicking, guys, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to clutch this. And I take the blunderbuss damage, and I just die like an idiot. I needed to back up and reset a little bit. I knew it was a blunderbuss, and I still just decided to sit there. I should have reset, but I didn't. And so now we're on to round 2. And so we're going to take a poison arrow. You see we have the blunderbuss there. You see we have the gravity well. And now at this point I'm going to focus on the sword and shield build. And he comes through, and I just hit the riposte. We get the nice little CC there. We're going to flesh through them, just trying to do a bunch of damage because our teammates are taking some damage here. And so you see he takes the hammer stun, but I do hit the sweep, and I do get the coup de grace, and I get the perforates. We get another kill there. And at this point, this guy's winding up a heavy attack. We get another kill there. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. We ended up getting a CC there, doing a ton of damage, and we get another kill. And so we end up winning that round. And now we're on to round 3. And so we're going to push in. once again. And the big thing is like I'm gonna try and focus the great sword build because I think he's a little bit squishier, and the bow build. I just had to be careful if the bow's gonna run a whole lot. I mean, obviously sometimes you have to really target the bows. They come in spinning. We end up getting one person dead, so I'm gonna hit my stone form. I'm gonna back off to the side, and we're gonna see what happens. I drop down. My teammate is just taking a ton of damage here, and he dies, and so now we have a 1v3. And so we're just gonna back up. Well, you see we take some great sword damage. We're going to flesh through. This guy's taking a ton of damage. We're going to hit him with a couple light attacks. We're going to jump to the side. Now we're in their dot, and I thought it was over right there because I sat in there for too long. We're going to heal up. We take we're hanging on for dear life. We take a javelin there, and so I'm going to hit the riposte. We're going to get a really nice CC, and now at this point I hit an evade, and I ended up getting a few light attacks, and so we got a kill on the hammer build, which was a great turnout for us. We're not going to get CC'd and like crazy like the other two builds. Just get out of the grenades here. And so at this point I hit a riposte. We end up taking care of the great sword damage. We get the kill there, and now we just have the spear, and maybe this time I'll finish off this 3v3. And so we get the coup de grace. I'm gonna hit with my perforates. He misses his evade shot, and we're gonna flesh through him, and we finish the 1v3. And yeah, I get 1 out of 2 of the 3v3s. Really disappointed in the missing out on the first one or in the 1v3s, because if I got the first one, this game's over. This game's over. And so you see we got the bow build. We got the Abyss Axe coming in. I go to hit my coup de grace. I see I get backstabbed by the greatsword. I tried to hit a riposte. I take way too much damage there. And so now at this point I'm trying to pop potions. I took way too much damage. I should have avoided that incoming damage. I got really focused by both these guys, and now they're focusing my teammate, and I'm doing whatever I can. He ends up taking the blunderbuss damage, and so I'm trying to hit a couple perforates here. I try to go for the flesh, but I end up taking a CC, and I try to bounce out of the dot, and the dot melts my cheeks, and now we are at 2-2. And so yeah, now at this point it's the money match, the rubber match, and we'll see what happens. See, we got the blunderbuss. We're gonna stay back, go to hit the skewer, miss the skewer, gonna hit a couple perforates right here, gonna dodge, sweep, hit a really nice coup de grace right here, and so you see it's there we go, and we're going to flesh through, and we have one teammate die there. It takes a ton of burst damage. I go to get that kill right there, and now I'm taking a ton of damage, so I'm going to activate my heart room. I'm going to hop off, and you see we got the great axe here, and the Abyss great axe does a shit ton of damage. We got to be really careful with it, and so he hits me with the hammer, but we get the kill beforehand, and so now we just have a 2-on-2, and it's me and my teammate versus them two, and I take a ton of damage there. I end up dodging, get a nice little shirking heal proc, get the coup de grace sweep. My teammate dies, and so now it's just me versus these two, and if I can clutch this, it's over, but too bad I'm running against the bow build, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to line of sight, and it's over. And so yeah, I get a 1v3, lose the rounds, but we had some really good PvP. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.